Alright, hey guys. Welcome back. This is actually part one. It's supposed to be part two, but for some reason the first one didn't take. So, kind of recap. Uh, we're in a lot of debt. We moved to a new area, took out a loan, purchased some land, got some bare minimum equipment, and the goal is going to be we're going to start by making profit off of firewood, hopefully, and expanding a little bit, and eventually get a nice farm established. We'll run through this here quick. So I had stockpiled logs. Ideally, what I was doing was running a trail down the border of the property line here. So I got a lot of trees cut down. Now we gotta kind of clear out the brush and shrubs, and I'm trying to remember where I left off last time. I think I should have a little meadow area cleared out for the firewood processor. Kind of just located it centrally on the property for convenience until we get some money shored up. This tree begon's pretty neat. Take a few passes here, get some things cleared out. The only difficulty is determining where the edge of the map is. So
Hi, let's play together. My Discord username is Oluwa790. I had to go do something real quick. I'll be waiting for your request.
Kind of nice looking. Still gotta remove some trees or things. So hopefully I don't take any out in the process here. If we lose a tree or two to the tree be gone, it'll be okay. I just gotta remember where to get this cleaned up at this point. This is pretty nice, this one. Straighten the edge up, holy smokes. See this left edge being a little uneven. Too much in the way. You should see that we got a pretty substantial amount stockpiled and still needing cleaned up. Typically, even on my solo playthroughs on streaming, I like to try to start from zero, but This map kind of forces you to have equipment from the get-go no matter what, so that with my $1 million loan, we got a little bit of a head start. There's a lot that I'd like to do on this map. It's stuck in the boundary area there for some reason. Probably get a brush hog and do this. This is just a little more entertaining and much nicer, just as nice as a common color, but cheaper. I think after I get a little going here, I'm going to switch to the steering wheel and joystick. It might be easier. I haven't played this in a minute. Once I get this edge line established here, it'll be easier to maintain. I think I got a little tight on my work area on this side. Controllers getting a little wore out. A little better. So I think one issue I can see already I'm going to have is I'm too narrow here, potentially. Big issue I'm gonna see here is my logs. I can't see the ones I have. Can't cut it, so it lets me do this one. Best to keep this squared up. Now it looks like I'm going to have to cut another tree or two down through here. Just to maintain things. Yeah, we're making some good progress here. Got an early start today and everything. Put a couple hours in. Hopefully we can get the processing, early processor set up. Normally, I don't think you're going to back up with this thing on. Wish you could. Just want to find our clear. We don't have too much more to clean up here. Just kind of open. Mod itself agrees. seems like the property line's a little too very uneven. But we'll touch it up. this done, place our processor and put some wood in it. Start making some money here. I think after we get the firewood processor going, we might go into doing that. It's an interesting production, I guess. Okay, that part's done. Let's see. Yeah, I think that tree's definitely needs to come down. Let's see here. We'll get our processor placed. The only issue is the potential building constraints. So, we'll see here. Should be plenty of room. We'll find out. Find out the hard way here, I guess. So we had a construction, factories. Actually, it looks like I might have enough to even do the wood chipping. Yes, so I might clear out additional land here just for that. So this is the issue I thought I was going to have. I need to go further. Need to go. That stinks a little bit. But we'll do it. We'll get it here. Okay. Back out. We'll drop these next few trees and just push them on back in. That's really, I think, for now. Do these ones. This is the only issue here, really. Without hauling the trees out. We're kind of fighting ourselves at this point. So all I'm gonna do is go get my other attachment and push this stuff further back into the woods for now, which again, realistically not the best option. But the nice thing is, for now, we're going to have a pile of wood close by, and we won't have to haul too much. Let's see what this one. Alright, so I'll have to push these back. See where we end up. Thing is, I kind of want to put it lengthwise here, which I think we can still do. Actually, be better. Okay, let's see. Okay, a little bit more work than I anticipated. Once we get started, it'll be hopefully pretty smooth sailing. And eventually I'd like to get a excavator with a fellow puncher on and just zip them the lengths and put them up much easier. That tree on the left we can't get. Neighbor's being a jerk. It's not the way with a couple of them. What I'll probably end up doing is widening this road out a little bit more. Got a lot of cleanup to do before we get to that point. But we'll get the firewood processor fully loaded up so we can get our firewood cut and start making some money off of that. And hopefully with that being filled up, we'll have enough land cleared off to put our mulch production in. We'll just we'll get our, at that point we'll be off to the races for trying to get our farm potentially started. First couple of
viewer streamboo.com.
Season's back a hair bit more, and then we'll see where we're at. Coverage for the processor. Okay, now let's see where we're at. Clear this off with the tree bead on. See what we're working with. Should be good there, I think. So I'm hoping that's deep enough. So that's the only real tough part on this map is the constraints. So really this whole half of this whole clearing's kinda, I don't want to say it's wasted space, but you gotta farm it, you just can't build it. Alright, cool. This will work for now. Alright. We're gonna place it right here. It didn't warp the land too much, so I'm gonna have to shimmy that around. So then I think what we'll do, we'll continue clearing out this way. We'll put the mulch factory in here. But for that, we will have to go back further in. So that's that. So let's get some of this stuff cleared up the best we can. Get the firewood rolling here, I guess. Do some cleaning up here. And, break for the day. Typically I wouldn't cut these this long, but cut these down. Cut down lemon, trim them down. This is where we'll see that confliction of having too much going on in one location. Need to practice one rule of thumb's good housekeeping. Which we'll have that once we get some direction here going. So we did have some droppage there. I'll have to pay attention to that first. We'll have to do some grade work here. Make it more traversable. Or other purposes here we need to use to get in and out. Stuff rounded off here. Further back. not the biggest issue, but it will be for loading and unloading. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to get this started. I don't think we're going to have much. So we have 7,600 liters of firewood. Liters of wood, I should say. That's the correct terminology. I'd like to see at least 10. Honestly, I'd like to stockpile as much as possible before we get too far into it. That way we're maxing out our daily production cost too. So we'll probably use the skid loader with wood pickup until we get a little more money and get something a little more start buying some more efficient equipment. This here's just a process, but we'll get there. It's said I'm kind of not really starting from scratch since I have an exponential amount of money. Play this until it gets old. Until we get a farm established. I don't think we really have to limb this stuff down. It just makes sense to. In all honesty, I reckon in the real world application, firewood processors might have the potential to run the logs down themselves. I haven't seen one that does that, but I'm sure somebody has one fancied up. Oops. this. I typically want that stuff lower to the ground. Alright, so we got 12,000 here. See here, we'll activate our production. So for every 67 liters of wood, we get 100 liters of firewood. So that's keep this rolling. So the wood will come from this point to the belt, push it through, feeds on the conveyor belt, cuts it to a set length, runs it up to the conveyor, and we'll either drop it in a pile or a pallet or in a bag, or if you will. So we're gonna be really goofy here. Cheat. Just this one's. So this is where we'll see how narrow and everything we ended up getting. Bad thing is, I think we'll try driving back in there. We might have to finagle a little bit. I do believe I have to buy a bag lifter yet, so we'll just do this for now. The start of this trail is great. It's plenty wide. I think we'll be okay as long as I hold the left side here. We'll see. Like this tree here gets pretty narrow. Realistically, you ain't gonna drive 35 mile an hour back this trail. It's gonna be tight. Let's see if we can make it work. Oh yeah. Oops, I did hit the tree. Well, that beats the alternative, is to back him all the way up. That'd have been a heck of a process. So realistically, I brought this back here to make things easier, and I honestly probably made it hard. Grade's a little wonky. Some crazy grade issues going on, so we'll have to fight that a little bit. I think what we'll do is we'll fix our yard up and kind of smooth it out. We'll transition, we'll soften this grade up slope from here on out, and we'll utilize this side over for like hay or some kind of crop, since you can't really build on it. I guess we could almost do an outside storage area. Don't really like that look though, just gets the map super busy. Let's see how we looking. So we're already at 29 liters of firewood in just a matter of what, a few minutes, 5 minutes tops. So progress is going good already. We'll take some time and throw some more logs on here and get this filled up here. I guess down here is everything's stacked. Once we get a few trees cleared out, it'll be easier to maintain. And I think, like, my last clip that didn't take, I talked about how some of this wood's really not good for anything. It would be good for mulch. Some of these trees are just so dead. They probably wouldn't work much for firewood either. Not sure. Not as good as super good for wood. Max capacity on that's 150 liters, so we got a lot of ways to go until this actually gets full. Which ignore me, I'm loading it wrong right now. Cat, hi. You got food, you got water, you got pets. And you got bite me. Okay, hi. Black cat. Excavator with a pellet launcher on it. It's so much easier and efficient. Set it in piles and cut the tree down in a pile. It's just as easy as picking them up, loading them, and carrying them. So this is where I was talking about. I made a bunch of work, unnecessary work for myself to get this area cleared out. What I might end up doing is buying a small tractor and putting a winch on it and just dragging it over. So our area of acceptance is from where the logs are loaded to the outside of the box. So I mean, as long as we get it to that area, it shouldn't be an issue. Big thing will be keeping this thing fed. But I honestly might need to get some winch. Well, I mean, clearing out that little bit already made a world of difference. But I do need to clean out from the trailer log moving a little more. Nobody look, nobody say anything. They're cheap. Actually, it's not cheating if they're being provided, right? We'll leave the heavy work for these logs to our workers. We only have 1, 2, so. Pump ahead. Now I should be able to always go through. some more of these cleared out, we'll do a little landscape work here. I ain't gonna be able to. That slope's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, now until next time. Actually, let's see what wood chippers we have. Because I could actually stockpile some wood chips once I get this. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have to. That'll be something to worry about. Another day. Because ideally I can stockpile wood chips anywhere in here now. Which I can, if I go that route, it'd still be nice to have an excavator for that. Which really, for what it's worth, the Liber is not terrible. Yeah, that's an interesting look. I didn't realize this had. So you could really get some reach with this thing. Let's just look at it. Yeah, I like it. True reader. So we can clear land with this. The only downfall with that is I don't want to open up more ground if I don't have to. Now we have our grapples. Yeah. So this is weird. I've never seen one of these, I don't think. So that'll scoop material, 3,500 or 3,500. Then you got all your other buckets, which probably use the clamshell bucket, honestly. What is this thing? Okay, I see. So this gives you, I think it gives you the swivel head. That way it lets you spin. So that actually wouldn't be too bad of a deal. That actually would be pretty nice for if you had terraforming on this on console. It would be great. I mean, it'd work good for the fixed log grapples too. But yeah, that might be something to look into. We may look into that. Let me look here at my purchase history. Do I have a bag lifter? I do have a bag lifter. So, got some major sticker stuff going on here. But, alright guys, that'll be that for now. We'll, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, but I think we started at like 1 or 2 in the morning. In a quick effort to get this set up and started. So, already 142 liters. So the firewood is a very quick money maker on the game, kinda. So now my stick drift's getting worse. What's up with that? Doesn't do it on any other game. Yeah, I might get some lemon done here. So that's one thing I'll have to do next go around. I'll need to go to the shop, pick up the bag lifter. So I'm kind of glad I brought the truck back. That way I don't have to drive the skid loader the whole way around. If I go to the mulch business, you know, the wood chip business as well as this, that's gonna be my primary income until, you know, until we get the farm going. There's no lack of trees anywhere, so that will be nice. We can kind of take our time with it, and prep the land as we need to. It's gonna be a lot of expenses. That's like 2. I don't know. I'll have to buy a tanker to hold water, and probably diesel for the malt or the wood chip station. You can do a lot with wood chips. It's kind of impressive. So we can do our mulch, we can do our strand board, but everything. So I'm just cutting these to random lengths and hoping they're relatively close, but they might not be. They weren't damaged. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I bet you the top of this tree just disappears here. Yep. Keep that half. So alright, well, that's all I'm gonna do for this go around, guys. We'll do more later. So the nice thing about it all is I got a lot cut down, which is nice, but it's also not, because rather than expanding my ground, I'm going to be stuck cleaning up for a little while. Which reminds me, I should pay on my loan a little wee bit here. Let's go to our financing. Yeah, I got a lot of... We'll repay 15. And we'll make it 20. Alrighty guys, I will catch you on the next one. Hopefully, I'll try to have it posted on Twitch for schedule and try to maintain it. I work overnights and my hours are all over the place, so I'll see what kind of realm of consistency I can give you. Next time.